really took me for a loop, and I've been kind of like talking about it for the last couple of months and not wanting to really get into it. But my birthday came yesterday, and I feel like, man, if I can help one of y'all go out there and catch something before it's too late, then it's all good. It's all good. Thank you for the birthday wishes. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We're talking football all day long. The Doug Stewart Show.
The number one cheap rocket Jersey firm.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
It's Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Man, Deli on. Microwave. Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
Kicking it with Keith.
X-Go, give it to you. Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
The Sleeper Pick. The guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on thedougsstewartshow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. There's a storm coming. Ha ha. A firestorm. Get ready to raise your game because watching sports will never be the same. Introducing FireFan. It's a game changer. Finally, a sports app that puts you into the game. You predict the scores, you call the plays in real time while you watch and compete against sports heroes, celebrities, friends, family, or other die-hard fans. The more you call it, the more points you can achieve. Also, be a loyal fan and earn loyalty rewards. Don't miss the hottest app of the year, FireFan. Ignite your passion. Yeah! Yes, sir. Yeah. Register now at firefan.com today. Enter Player Rewards code TDSS. That's Player Rewards TDSS. Play the game, fan the fire, earn rewards. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. You know what else has probably been adding to stress in my life, man? Is this damn election tomorrow. Yeah. I can't wait till this is over, man. And this thing has really been bothering me for the last year. And it's probably added to, once again, my stress level, whatever, man. But this election is tomorrow. Are y'all like me, man? Are y'all kind of like worried about this thing? I mean, this is a very stressful thing. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We brought you by firefan.com. I got into a Twitter debate last night with a young lady on Twitter named Charlie Peach, or Peach Charlie, whatever she calls herself. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw this going down. Like shots were being fired back and forth across the room for like an hour, man. And I just don't get it, man. Why reasonably smart people are rationalizing voting for Donald Trump? And I mean, I just got to say this. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We're going to get into the football here in a second. But people that, clearly are intelligent, they got a lot of, A's and B's when they was in school and whatnot. Are rationalizing voting for Donald Trump. And the young lady that I got into this little debate on last night, she, I guess this is what she really does. She, talks politics or whatever. She's one of those political analysts or whatever. And at some point in the debate, when I was actually killing her, because this is what I do, is I debate. It's not just sports. I debate everything. I've been debating since I was in the 3rd grade, man. So at some point, and I hope she's listening right now. Hey, Miss Charlie Peach. So at some point in the debate, she says, you need to stick to sports. The typical. You need to stick to sports. You're not a political analyst like myself. Whatever. Yada yada yada. And I respond to her. I'm like, look here, man. This ain't nothing about being an expert. This is common sense. Hillary Clinton is probably the most qualified candidate for president, or one of the top 2 or 3 most qualified candidates for president that this country has ever seen. Period. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has no political background. The man hasn't held any office, any public office to even think about. That's almost like saying, this is common sense. That's almost like saying, oh man, I need a brain surgery. And you just get some dude down the street that stayed in the Holiday Inn last night to perform it. It's very simple. You don't have to be a genius in politics and follow politics your entire life. One person is super qualified, and the other person is super not qualified. I mean, outside of all the other issues with Donald Trump, the fact that he acts like a 3-year-old, the fact that he's a sexist, the fact that he's a racist, probably the fact that he's narcissistic. There's a lot of other factors that you can sprinkle in there, but it's just common sense. It's just common sense, man. And so tomorrow, there's a lot of people out there that think like her, and there's a lot of people out there trying to rationalize voting for Donald Trump. And listen, let me back up, and I had to tell her this too last night as well, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I get it, and she went on this thing about how Hillary and former President Bill Clinton are racist. And I was like, you know what, they might be. I don't know. They've done a lot of things with the 3 strikes and all like that to say that they are racist, okay? But pretty much, as black people in this country, and I've been saying this a lot, if you're you listen to this show every day. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It's the day before the election. For black people, it's always been the lesser of 2 evils. It's as simple as that. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's simply the lesser of 2 evils. I've never said, as a matter of fact, I've said it many times, that in any other circumstance, any other year, Hillary Clinton would probably get destroyed. She would, with all the, issues and things that have gone on in her life and the things that she's been caught up with, all of this email crap, which, by the way, they dismissed that this weekend. That was just basically, a smoke bomb, a banana in the tailpipe, that whole thing, just to throw you off the narrative. But, yeah, I'm not saying Hillary Clinton's the greatest candidate that we've ever seen. As a matter of fact, she's probably one of the worst. But she's better than Donald Trump. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. And, man, I almost feel like Michael Moore in saying that America is going to issue the biggest FU ever. Basically, as a get back to President Obama, who had a phenomenal 8 years, which I don't understand that at all. And just, because they can do it. We're going to elect a reality star who's, an absolute imbecile to be president of the United States of America. That's what we're going to do. We're going to show you. Right. We're going to show you. We're going to vote in for president an imbecile. Really? Does that make sense? You cutting off your nose to spite your face? Really? You wanna show all the Bill Clinton and the Hillary Clinton and the Obama lovers? You're gonna show us. You're gonna vote in a reality star imbecile idiot. That makes a lot of sense. Gotcha. Gotcha. So we'll see, man. Tomorrow is going to be incredible drama. You know, watching these polls tomorrow night. Like, literally, I'm going to be sitting in front of this TV. This is what you call can't miss TV. And this is what Donald Trump wanted from the very beginning. You know, Donald Trump didn't want to be president. I've come to that conclusion. Donald Trump didn't want to be president. Donald Trump couldn't even imagine that he could be president. First of all, he's smarter than that. Donald Trump knew good and well he couldn't be president. Why would anybody vote for Donald Trump as president? I'm sure that's what he said to himself. Donald Trump wanted to increase his brand. That's all he wanted to do. You know, I mean, Donald Trump is crazy. He's done a lot of crazy, idiotic things, but he's not that dumb, you know. This was all promotional, publicity stunt, whatever it was, and it went wrong. It went terribly wrong. People started voting for him. Yeah, it just went terribly wrong. People started voting for him. Like, inexplicably, people started voting for Donald Trump. And it got out of control. It got out of hand. And here we are. Tomorrow is the election. Please go out there and vote, man. Simple as that. All right, we got off, conversation there for a second. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. But we'll get it back going here in the right direction. But the Dallas Cowboys, man, let's start off with them. Ball award to the Dallas Cowboys, man. And I tell you what, I took the entire segment with my little rant about how unbelievable it is Donald Trump is at this point where he could be literally the president of the United States. So we got off on a little tangent there. I'll tell you what, when we get back from the break, we'll head straight into this football talk. And if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, sometimes this is what happens. I mean, we talk sports, but this show is so much more than that. I mean, it just is. It's whatever people are talking about, what's interesting. The number one trending topic in the world is this election tomorrow. And so I think it deserves some conversation. But we will talk some sports. Obviously, big weekend in the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys, man, they get the first baller of the day. When we get back from the break, we'll talk about the Cowboys. We'll talk about some other teams that, they were the rabbit, but they got the gun. All right, don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show.
Visayo has the product delivery system of the future. Instead of only getting 10% of the nutrients from your daily supplements and flushing down the toilet 90% of it, our new technology allows you to get an estimated 85 to 90% of the nutrients in your body. Never been done before. We are in pre-launch, starting in the U.S. and Canada in January, then moving to Hong Kong shortly after. Secure a top spot now before the masses come in. No financial obligation now. Just dial 316-214-7306 to secure your spot.
The Sleeper Pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on the DougStewartShow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your